day of Exort series gameplay. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. My name is Dutchboy Jesse. I'll be your caster for this first and second best of three. Starting off with Adepts taking on Fluffy Gangsters. The schedule became a little bit differently than it should have been, with both the likings of Breezy and Viperio's game getting moved to another day, or potentially still to be played today. Looks like it will be played on 5:30. While this game between Fluffy Gangsters and Adepts is happening now, then we got ourselves Alliance versus Partisan. And to end the day, we'll see Ruby taking on Verdant on 8:30 Central European Summer Time. So a bunch of fun still to be had. And here we're starting things off on the map of Ancient with map pick from Fluffy Gangsters, of course. They didn't start off the season the way they wanted to. They're obviously the Series 1 champs, with them losing their first best of three in a 2-0 fashion against Breezy. Adepts has already played 3 of their games, winning only 1 of them, that being the final one they played. So maybe on the upward trend again, with all of them surprising. Now bringing in SBT as well, I think, as their stand-in or as their newest player. Fluffy Gangsters playing with the coach, and they're the ones trying to clutch up the 1 versus 2. CBT has found it. And so, round going to Adapts. The Frenchmen are 1-0 up in this game. And of course, playing with Linkero. Also, Hertzlord, that isn't originally their 5th. Maybe they've made some changes, made some adjustments, but Linkero is definitely their coach still coming out, and that could be a troublesome situation to find themselves into if Adepts plays their cards right. Should be able to take this one with it. No Takanashi, no Yunamyata, 2 of the key pieces we originally were talking about for this Fluffy Gangsters lineup. Even the MVP last time, right, of the whole event is definitely making a whole lot of sense. And he's going to be ever so slightly important to keep it untouched. Oxbrand, not the one getting hit up there. Highness tried to flush him out as Fluffy Gangsters have forced their way up, running their way wide into the side. A Peter 50, that's getting a team kill, but then also the frag on Chucky. This could actually still be around for Fluffy Gangsters. It started off so bad with a team kill. All of a sudden, things turned around and swiftly taking possession. There goes Choik falling away. Retake could be inbound. Darky desperately trying to move his way across into the long side. With his M4 there, trying to make a play. No utility to work with, just a kit on his hand. Solby that will be seen. Trying his best to swing on. Darky with the first. Looking for the USP. Oh, it's Darky with the clutch. That is brilliant from Adepts. Coming out of nowhere. And swiftly taking their round, of course. Swiftly might not be the right word, because that certainly was one. Could have gone either way, but Fluffy Gangsters lose it. Now 2-0 down on their own map pick, knowing that there was only 1 player alive, leaves them to go for a force buy again. Setting up for that A exec. That's where they're looking to lead their way in. Smokes used to the back. 3 smokes to be exact. A chance for Temple player to try and do some work. Darky trying to spray, but gets caught by Highness. Big with 1. Made it somewhat possible, but again, the bomb looks to go down. Bomb getting tapped now. The stick from Hertzlord coming through. With the AK found and all. It's going to be Adapts just waiting for all the smokes to fade. No utility anymore on the hands of Fluffy Gangsters. So now the Frenchmen can chug in their own. Smoke towards main. still from Donut. Fluffy Gangsters have barely any control to work with. They're still trying to take some. Urslord, to be exact, doing that work. CBT to drop, and so Fluffy Gangsters, a quick A-exact. That is working out. And so a 2-1 position with Fluffy Gangsters at least on the board. Always quite tough, I gotta say. Teams such as them to try and take it, but those entries are magnificent. Brilliantly opening up. Goal man advantage to work with Deagle. Won't connect, Oxford falling. Double kill taken, choke down low of course. Trying to take some space while the Adepts have taken Ren. Can still be a crucial retake here ahead. Trying their utmost to find it. Flash won't be lined up just yet, Highness. Up close waiting, swing coming out. Singular point of health with Highness connecting the shot. Looking for one more with the M4, not to be. Tarky responding accordingly. And this plant is not for Hertzlaw whatsoever. 10-second stick though needs to be found. Chucky is on it. Chucky going for the full-on stick, but not gonna happen. No kit to work with. No cigar for Adepts coming through. Fluffy Gangsters gets the round, but the way they have found it, if only Adepts just had a kit to work with, would have been a whole lot differently. A whole lot different. But not to be. Site taken over, retake found, or post-plant found rather. Ultimately here, Adepts that are just on the wrong side of the coin. That's such a good beginning. Things are going south the way they are right now. Maybe at some point, a point of no return. And a clean round now for Fluffy Gangsters. A change, a switch up of what we have seen for the first 4. As it's a flawless one for Fluffy Gangsters up against that eco. Trying to build some cash, while Adepts will now respond with a full one on their own. The map of Ancient, of course, has been a map both teams really like to play. Adepts last season played Anubis quite a bit as well, which is also a map Fluffy Gangsters usually picks into. I feel like they want to leave that for the decider. But yeah, Ancient has been won by Adepts over Viperion, whereas the side of Fluffy Gangsters isn't able to win against the newcomer Breezy. We obviously have ourselves some teams that keep on returning to the tournament that we've seen in Series 1, but Breezy is a new one. The Danes instantly kicking things off with a 3-0 start on the group stage, with that 2-0 as well against Fluffy Gangsters, previously winning the season without conceding almost a singular thing. So yeah, it really is great. And Kiro gets himself taken away. Oxbrand with the frag managed to find an entry into this retake. With that man advantage now on Adepts' hands, should soon be a tight spot presented. Flash being used, moving in, up close, Oxford with one, traded out swiftly, Choik as well, doing good. And there's the retake. Swiftly found, Adepts take it. That boost is everything, of course. It makes the Fluffy Gangsters side just a little bit occupied. Having a player on the side, all of a sudden that one falls flat without getting a singular piece of intel. Fluffy Gangsters fully putting all their eggs on in the basket of that person doing the work. And as there's no cigar, the round is found being tied up. The game has been found tied up. 3 rounds for Adepts, and 3 of them were on the back of a retake, on the back of a defuse. desperately trying to go ahead and control this CT site for as much as possible. Swing it in, Joke. Oh, the flash is good from Linkiro originally to set John up, but the hold is also there for Choke, not more than the double. Was holding Solby for a moment, but as soon as he starts swapping around, the timing came and Solby found it. SBT going down into the ramp as well, so with that control on all sides of the map has been found by Adepts, might have Chucky start rotating over. But Oxbrand looking for that timing. Her to drop now. The swing finds it. Solby looking for the trade, but Oxbrand stands tall. Brilliant double. Gets no flank to be initiated. And Linkiro to try and do it as the coach. Trying to step up like the hero, but Shadow seen the kill found. A fourth for Adepts will be taken. And Fluffy Gangsters get sent back to pistol armor. Early play coming through, at least they try their utmost here to take some space. Looking to accelerate on top of that one singular kill that they thought they had. TBT down low, but still nothing to come. SBT making it look easy now at the moment. And with that 5-3 in the cards, we're definitely looking at an Adepts trying to control the pace for as much as possible, having their own map pick of Inferno still coming next, of course. If this is a map that Adepts takes, they're looking really good for that. 2-0, of course. Still way too early to tell. An whole CT side from Fluffy Gangsters still move their way around, but you got to be careful right now with your coach put up if he's holding, for example, the A side anchor. There's going to be more focus towards that side. Or Linkiro needs to show what he's made of. Capable of playing to that high level. We know he can. It's going to be easy. Fight coming through. Tarky swings. The contact while Harness really trying to bait him out into a swing. He managed to get that bait, but not the kill that he hoped for. Five to 3. Here comes Joke out with the fight. Molly burning John almost to a crisp. He's managed to stay alive for just a little bit. Oh, almost already into the red room. SBT with fight. He's trying to take it, but won't deliver. All piece of control already established. Wolfman goes for a flank once more, this time getting caught in the act. He did that before, so predictable as it was. Linkiro tries to overrun Chucky, but the Belgian man is allowed to stay alive. Blows up Tarky, walks through the smoke right into the hands of Highness. You know where the offer originally was lying. Of course, he's going to start rotating as well. So the anticipation, the decision to make, is to go right into the hands of Chucky. They don't realize this just yet. Now they're running. Chucky will soon hear them. Chucky is soon going to have a chance to fight them down. Already won. But as they are trying to isolate them one by one, usually would argue against it. Fluffy Gangsters this time getting away with murder. Just to have that second chance. Not everybody just running out with his knife, brainless. Clearing the corner in time. And finding Adepts where they want them to be. Almost broken. One more. Break the economy from Adepts. There's a lot of pressure put on this round alone for both sides. Adepts could be overrun, but they can also run away with this if they play their cards right. Tactical timeout to emphasize the amount of pressure that is on this round. Trying to manage those two MP9s as well to the fullest of their abilities. Tarky, of course, getting boosted. That is great. That is great. You're going to check that. So allowed to find one. First MP9 does work, but Choke still has a chance to do it as well. He falls flat, so 2-for-1 trade, but both of your SMGs already taken away. Now it's up to the M4s. Big task ahead, big shoes to fill. The Hopper will deliver. Chucky has found it, looking for a second, but Solby finds the trade. Still, no kill from Linkero just yet. The coach that has had some time with this team didn't have so much time as a player, though. Has he ever had any matches as a player? Because I don't know. He looks a little bit lost at times as well. Let's see, Linkero. Trying to find his face that counts. Oh. Linkero. Face it level 10. 2.3k elo. And that is not that much when you're playing against such high level. Yeah, the coach of Fluffy Gangsters still having a lots of hours in Counter-Strike. But that is a rough one for Fluffy Gangsters to deal with. Still, might be able to get themselves a half win out. Site has been taken over. With the bomb going down, it's a retake opportunity for Adepts. They're not going to go for this one. They will concede a 6th. Fluffy Gangsters, with the pace they've been playing, not letting go of anything. Ridiculously well played at times. Linkero leading the charge going forward. Chucky there waiting. Looking for the tap, can find it. Now Chucky with the kill. Linkero comes out with the trade. His first kill on the board. Fluffy Gangsters will at least manage to find 6 going into the flip. Maybe a 7th added to the tally with the op. Really having a little bit more wiggle room to work with. Hard for John, can connect, but they're still accelerating. Thought he was going to find a kill. In the end, the molly is where Watchman falls to. 2 of them already on the CT side. Ready to wait, ready to check. Tarky initially the one getting the kill towards the A side. Now it's rotated in with Choke, but the smoke will keep them out for just a little bit longer. Keeping them tied and ready. Linkero finds the head of Tarky there. With that, should be a 7-5 half going into the flip. Choke still trying to nade, still trying to make some space, but ultimately shouldn't be anything going away of Adepts here. They started off quite nicely. Looked like they had the game under control, but 4 in a row was the answer from Fluffy Gangsters, and now they're going into the flip, into the defensive side. Try and keep Adepts on their toes. Paced around is quite important. Previously, Adepts picked that one up. Originally starting off with a double retake. Solby tries to hear something. No steps towards the A side being made, but that's no guarantee. There's no one there. Smoke on CT gives it away. Smoke towards Donut, giving Solby no vision. So it will be an A side free to take. Adepts is going to go for the bomb plant. And it will be a 5 versus 5 retake here in the second half pistol. For Adepts to try their utmost at finding this. So close. Solby getting himself flashed in. Oh, Herzl and Highness. Double entry will be found. Of course, there's a long way flank. Linkira's the only one to die. And Oxbrand, they didn't bait enough time for him to arrive. Now he's trying for a Hail Mary play. A dink, a kill, an 8 for Fluffy Gangsters. Brilliantly done for the Pandas. As they're the ones now finding themselves a 5th in a row. Instantly equalizing what was done earlier for the side from Adepts, right? On the pistol, the follow-up. That's now going to be found as well. Then on the other side, Fluffy Gangsters with that equalizing the amount of pistol rounds and follow-ups both teams have found. And from that point onwards with a 9-5, it's full buy against full buy in both teams. Trying to get their way and run their way towards that victory. Like I said, Linkiro playing towards the A side. Probably Adepts is going to try to somewhat abuse him a little bit. At this point in time as well, there's a second joining, knowing not going to have too much to fight against. Just playing a little bit more to where you would feel like the attackers are going to go for a push. B side still held tight, a dink coming through. That smoke is leaving Choke out of the rim. No possession for him anymore. John from the top of mid. Rat room. Moving his way out, looking for the dink, looking for a frag, and now he's found it. Almost out of bullets. Steps from the M4 aren't really working. It's all down to Chucky. Been mowed down. 9-5 as Fluffy Gangsters has been able to convert their pistol into a second. Like I said, now it's full buy time. But if Fluffy Gangsters is going to continue on winning, eventually Adepts is going to be falling away swiftly. This round is a big one for Adepts to lose, if they would. They're going to be in a very uncomfortable position going forward. Oh wow, John. Brilliant work. Trade fact there. CBT with a... Or SBT rather, with a double coming through. That's ridiculous to begin with. Such good aggression. John that found himself nothing. Adepts is relocating. Need to push their way into the A side, and with that smoke that's given away. Kid available. So I think the retake is up. And Kiddo. It's help from Highness. Find it. Runs in first there with the MP9. Through CT, through the edge of the smoke. Push comes through. Solby gets a brilliant headshot. Both players still from the Donut side. Highness initially there, spotted and also taken down. 1 HP for Linkiro. Has a nade. Could have naded the site. Could have brought victory to his name. Now, having to clutch this one up against Starkey. So far been a force to be reckoned with. If only an 8 CT at this point. If only one bullet connects on the body. Linkiro walks up, but Tarky will finish. Tarky gets it done. As Fluffy Gangsters is falling once again. Still having to buy. But losing. And they might lose a whole lot more. So lots of pressure now also put on the Pandas themselves. They might seem fluffy at some point. Now it's up to them to be fierce. John goes up. Second player seen as well. Exort helps for Tarky to fall. Sure, you've taken yourself some B-ramp control. Sure, you've taken a side, but not the man advantage that you'd hope to have. Highness, though. Full Helmer into short. Still from Cave. So many players ready to help each other out. Get these frags out. You're still going to fight yourself a kill at the back of the side in the cubby. Flashbang send in. Linkero holds tight. SBT is a dead man walking. Oxford up close. Can't create some space. And now the only one left is Choke. You've taken Long. You've taken Ramp. He must have tried to flank Cave. They're fully aware of it. They were aware. They were ready. And Fluffy Gangsters has taken double digits. A plant is not enough to get a buy, so Adepts gets put into a very uncomfortable spot. Are they going to be forcing this one up, or will they play for an eco and hope for the best at 11? Even a tactical timeout used. They know they're not in the most comfortable spot. Timeouting for this eco. One thing that I'm not too big of a fan of as well. Let's see though how things are going. That's a brilliant nade, John. Taking a two-piece. M4 doing good work. Exort as well coming out wild with a double. 2 for each. As the Gangsters are continuing to show what they're made of. It's all down to Tarky with the Tech 9. Trying to deliver. Fighting off of all cylinders. Getting ready to walk his way into the hands of Highness. Highness around the corner. A quick tab will be enough. Fluffy Gangsters. That's 11 for you. What looked like a very good game for Adepts in the beginning. I was already emphasizing the fact that they had a coach. That they had themselves not so much to go for. It does look as if the Fluffy Gangsters side has started to run away with this one. Adapts. How will they respond? Not even with the buy right now. They ecoed that previous round just to go for another armor pistol buy. Will be a fast A play. But also, aggression comes out from Fluffy Gangsters themselves. Sorby is ready. Sorby is going to start mowing them down. A double kill found. No help from Exort though. Just did some damage, that's all. Pushing in with an AWP doesn't seem like a very smart decision. Just giving it towards Ockbrand there. And Linkero and Highness now trying to get the final two pieces together. And again, Linkero rushes in first. Tries to bait and hopes that Highness can accelerate on top. Doesn't seem to be. Still a kill from Highness going out. With that frag, there might still be a chance for him to go for this. Highness. Corners back at the site. Overstepping. Kill gets found on Oxbrand, but will he check for SBT? No, he won't. Great attempt for Highness. But Adepts to come out victorious, and they have brought a second lifeline into themselves. Adepts will walk their way up. for a ramp take. Top ramp getting bullied. Does some small bits and pieces. Damage done. SBT. Aggression through the smoke. Gets the kill. Oversteps onto Hertzlord. The advantage from Adepts. Something to work with. Running their way through. Up close. Starkey gets taken away. 1-for-1 trade comes out. What can John do? Trying to accelerate. Dropping the bomb. Was dropped into the hands of Oxbrand, but still no one to cross into the side. Chucky desperately trying to help from the back lines. But still, him and Choke alive. Now, the AWP on main. That's already been registered before. Highness is going to start repositioning as Chucky will still have to go for this plant. No bomb recoverage just yet. And already Highness, around the corner he goes. Around the corner he is. And kill. Added up to the tally. Highness gets his 25th. Playing a stellar game thus far for Fluffy Gangsters. And they're actually trying to take this one. Almost looking certain they're going to be having this. Previously, pistol buy, it worked going towards the A side. But I think Adepts is going to try and end it on the B push. Here with the pistols. At least that's what it looks like. One of the smokes missed. Mac 10s, Tech 9s. Would say playing a default round is not really going to work, but it seems as if they're still going to try and slow down. Unless you are SBT. He's already on the site. He's so close. Too close for comfort. Taken away, but so does Solby. Comes out victorious, and at that point still keeps his way into cave. Swing from the M4 won't be good. Highness is on another level. Fluffy Gangsters is on another level. They're breaking Adepts' backs every single time they fight. And although the game has only been 30 minutes, Fluffy Gangsters puts an end to it. Ancient stays on their side. They're the ones taking it. 13-7. Now we're going over to a more standard map, but mostly a longer map as well to play. As it usually takes very long for those retakes to come by. A lot of saves coming out, so that will probably take us an hour. But Fluffy Gangsters has put themselves into a very good spot to take this game. Second map is Inferno, where we're beginning with. As trying to get underway quite soon. Here, it's Fluffy Gangsters getting the CT side, of course. They're the ones choosing it. They're 1-0 up against Adepts. They're the ones now trying to get that 2-0 to their side. Good beginning would be required here. Fluffy Gangsters doesn't start things off the way they like. Highness, oh my goodness, 2 kills. Right there and then on the half wall. Instantly beginning swiftly there. Tarky found the target on John. Another tap from Linkero coming out. And with that, the 2Ps getting taken. Looking at it, Oxbrand will move his way forward. Out of apps he goes with the molly on short. Bomb will go down. Adepts is looking to go for this retake, of course. Linkero walks his way up already from the long side. First one to join in. Solby tries to trade him, or Linkero will do it all himself. The burst won't be working out. They'll do well. It's a tap on the bomb. Solby goes for the swing, but Tarky is ready enough. And that is the round from Adepts. That's a little bit too much. A little too harsh, Tarky. You shouldn't do that, mate. It's a round for Adepts with it. Adepts, of course, with the buy. Fluffy Gangsters also a fool's buy. This will be interesting. Throwing in the smoke. Oxprint trying to accelerate. Gets ready. Highness around the corner. Finds Oxprint on the cross. And advantage taken for Fluffy Gangsters to begin with. No K start for the Pandas again. Yes, Choke and Chucky are down low. So you've definitely found yourself an advantageous spot right now. Adepts getting cleared, or at least the bottom of it. Tarky has found Exort there. That could be an opening into the A side all of a sudden provided. Solby will join the likings of John there. He spots one in Adepts. Looking to the edge of it. Starkey will try to walk his way out. Ready enough around the corner is Solby now moving up short. Looking to push with the 5-7 in hand. Choke sent back in. It's a Galil. Picked up there and then. Chucky still down low. Accelerating is Starkey. Keeps his body alive as he was down low. A singular bullet would have taken him away. But now Tarky is in that spot too. Both MP9s are good once either it's up for close range or people are low HP. And both of those factors are taken into account on this A side. Tarky hiding. But the MP9 will find it. To find the target and even a second. Oh my goodness. Surely that wasn't on our bingo card. For Fluffy Gangsters to win this one out. 10-second defuse coming out. Linkiro picked up a Galil, the AK found from Highness. And so, Fluffy Gangsters tying up the game successfully. But of course, from long, still ready in the corner, John himself eventually finds himself falling. Exort as well. Ooh, Oxprint not checking his back, and so a freebie found. Solby pushes his way into. Brilliant work so far for the Fluffy Gangsters, holding an off angle. Then one-upping themselves once again. Now out in the open, still. Choke has different IDs. And with that kill on the Tech 9, does create a nice opportunity for an M4 pickup and a chance to find the bomb. But Solby is watching together with Highness, both on long, just peeking on each other's contact is their task. Has found the bomb. And Solby doesn't swing. Highness getting surprised. Because he didn't expect him to be this close already. Now, bomb plan secured. Solby, if he swung out just a second earlier, would have been the kill on Choke instead of his teammate falling. Choke pushing up. Solby ready enough. Finds the kill. Manages to put a second on the board for the Fluffy Gangsters. As they find a round in quick fashion to start their game off with. They now find a second on top, and Adepts is put back to just a bunch of pistols. Tech 9 armor. Adepts will go for a buy. They're rushing into B with a Hail Mary play, not suspecting anything. Fluffy Gangsters is sent to Sky. Oh my, John arrives, but not in time. He's already been blown away by the Mac 10s. And what looked like a surprising buy. 5 nades flying. Managed to catch them off guard swiftly here. Exort still alive and kicking. Linkito oversteps towards Oxford. With that frag, he's running into sight. Crosshair placed well. The double peak will come out, taking away both of them. Oh. Then Coffin's box, and with that frag, Adepts wins it out. A round that shouldn't have gone the way of Adepts whatsoever. That should have just been an eco. That is ridiculous going out. And it equalizes the game once again. Joke. And ready. Here comes the swing. Highness running down Choke though. Just managed to do it. Entry gets found for Fluffy Gangsters again. Teams with pistols. Getting the most out of every round they play. A side has fallen. Fluffy Gangsters with that, trying to scrap up the pieces. Only one falling there is the scout on Linkito. On mid they go. Trying to go for a flank up close. John finding SPT. Brilliant Stork with the 5-7. Even overrunning Tarky. Haven't even planted a bomb yet and they're already dead man's walking. The Frenchmen get dropped. And this is a very crucial round again for the Fluffy Gangster side to win. We keep on throwing rounds back and forth. We keep on finding ourselves winning ecos. And now we're even at a position where Adepts is once more gonna have to eco this one out. With that, get themselves put on the back foot a lot. That might be problematic. The buy from Adepts is again one where they're actually forcing their way up. I can't believe how they keep on doing this, because it doesn't feel smart to do. Really doesn't seem like that good of a play, but let's see if it is. John with a double, of course, will be nade bumped away there inside a pit. Eventually the nades as well, thrown as a counter. Give in. Tech 9's no chance to stay alive. A tap on the bomb. Choke trying to create some space with the Molotov, but no way to plant this bomb for Choke. No way. Might be able to put up a Hail Mary play though. The Tech 9 at close range is always a tough weapon to deal with. He's sneaking towards B now. Choke is allowed to run. Finds an M4 and is out of here. Oh, he's gonna wait. Oh, Solby suspects this. Suspects Choke going A. And now, Choke is going to walk right into the hands of Highness there. Or Solby rather. Yup, no way to get that. Hello, surprise, surprise. Round 4 gets found. That is Fluffy Gangsters putting themselves up to 4 in Adepts this time. the Frenchmen have to concede. There's no way you're going to force this one again. It would make absolutely no sense. So it doesn't seem to happen. Seems as if the fifth should go the way of Fluffy Gangsters pretty swiftly here. No nades as well to flush out players. Exort already pushing all the way behind them. Exort lining him up. Knows where one is. He can deny the flash. The only flash in play. Knifes them down and goes for more. Exort. Oh, that's painful, man. 1.9k added to the tally with that knife. And 2 more with the SMG. Just toying with them a little. With that, the game not just died. Also a 5th put on the board for the Pandas. Oh, Fluffy Gangsters. And for the people wondering, you guys see a pinned message on the top. The game between Alliance and Partisan has been rescheduled to be in 1.5 hours. And together with that, also Crazy versus Viperio took place. So simultaneously, we'll get ourselves potentially 2 streams out. An A and a B stream for the Exort series. First time we see that. But that is something to worry about. Opening up has BT, Chucky. 1 each found. Chucky will find himself falling. With that, the entries significant still up. Tarky is all that remains. He flanks from long, should be seen. Soon to swing. Exort as well with the MP9. Just think he tries to play trigger discipliner. He really does. Tries he go for a knife again. Twice in a row, Exort goes for knife. There's no way. There's literally no way. Tarky, check your back, mate. Because you're going to be knifed again. Oh no. Exort does it again. 2 knives in a row. On 2 different series. On 2 different rounds, I should say. Series still the same. The game's still the same. That is ridiculous. Two knife kills in a row. Will we see some more? Money situation for Fluffy Gangsters getting better right, and there's not only just a troll element in those knife kills, right? You're also getting yourself $1,500 with it. So there's a reason to go for those knives as well to keep the CT economy managed. It does look as if this game is over rather sooner rather than later here in this game, this tournament. Good kill from Solby. They're coming out. Open up, got a 2nd kill. Tech9 still up close, of course, and Oxprint together with Chucky moving their way closer. And Kiddo, he's going to be good with that frag. 4 rounds or 4 kills already for him. Stepping up to the plate. Ever so slightly more. Chucky trying to do everything. 21 HP. Actually, the smoke won't even be pushed. Highness is too good for that. Puts a half win on the side from Fluffy Gangsters already. Why I'm a little bit less active at this current moment is because I'm also trying to find ourselves a new a caster for the game at 5:30 for Breezy versus Viperio, because we don't have anyone just yet. Trying to see if I can find someone. Well, Fluffy Gangsters gets a lovely double to begin with. This game looks relatively close to finding its demise. Trying to see the acceleration coming out. 5-on-3 advantage for Fluffy Gangsters. Good shot to follow up. Fluffy Gangsters will still have themselves a little bit of wiggle room to go around. There's the swing. There's the spray. Oh my! A triple. Again, who else than Highness to do it for his team? 14 kills. He's really feeling it. Linkiro on the side, and he knows he has to deliver. And then delivering at all fronts is also just mean. It's just mean. Meanie man for Highness. Nothing seems to be able to stop him. And then potentially, instead of now gutting themselves with Tech 9s, that's not going to be good to get this round. They're not even checking for John. Not checking the left-hand side. Call-outs not made. Troubles on the horizon. And Adepts that lacklusterously run their way in and find themselves falling completely. Coming out, Exort with the second. Choke, getting Exort away. Bomb will go down. With that. Minus. Will they tap? Will they find anything? This smoke just looking completely thrown. Mini Pit, of course, getting held. John flanks his way around from the apartments. He gets found from SBT. Opens up his Highness. Still a chance for Adepts, both in pit. Holding each other's backs and swinging together to find their third. Adepts still has some life in them. They found the pistol. It was a little bit of back and forth throwing to start things off, and they're ending it on a high. Let's hope this is not just the end. As I hope they're going to have at least something to go for. I really do. don't feel it anymore though. Yesterday I had myself like a little bit of a LAN cast that I did. It was for Valorant, but I can still make that this comparison. Every single time team was getting close to winning, I put down our number 13 on the bracket, like on paper we've had below. And then one time I didn't, and that was actually the time where a comeback came out. Now I feel like that 13 can be put. Just seeing this game, seeing how Fluffy Gangsters moves. One time yesterday, I thought a comeback was going to come out, and it did. Here, I don't think there's any life left in Adepts. That one round is just at the back of some mistakes here and there for Fluffy Gangsters, but already starting things off incredible here in the second half. Does seem as if the 2-0 is almost certainly happening. Good flash still, or flank still from Highness coming out. For Adepts, obviously, they would lose this game. There's danger with the fact, or the matter of the fact that a bracket works. They going down to the 1 in 3 part of the bracket. You lose some more, and eventually you won't even be able to make it to top 6 and into the playoffs, which would be a little bit devastating considering previous tournament they actually won themselves some money. Got themselves all the way to the semi-finals. Just to then to fall away again. That's how dangerous things can sometimes be. In the Exort Series 1, of course, like I said, going in towards that semi-final. There they played Vertigo and Anubis against Fluffy Gangsters. Losing that 1-2-0, Fluffy Gangsters went on to win the whole event. They didn't start off too strong against Breezy, but I think now they found their way back in. This is just with a coach as well, like Nikito isn't even their fifth, their usual fifth coming out. Don't know if it's a stand-in or if it's going to be a roster rebuild, but him and Hertzlord are still the youngsters out there. Hertzlord has played for some teams, right? We see the awkward jacket, or the awkward jersey rather. And he's playing a stellar game as well, so nothing to worry about. Linkero seems just a little off, but his team is keeping it up quite nicely. Yeah, the storyline from Adepts, right? Winning against K-Team, the team many were very feared of. K-Team not coming back in this season. Adepts taking $500, but that was everything. Just 100 each. Which we're quite happy about, but now they got to fight for that tournament life as well. Not like Fluffy Gangsters was weakened with their coach. They still are, but Adepts doesn't take the round spread that for them well. Linkero entry found, choke getting taken away by the Mac-10. Is that an advantageous spot being found? An 8 into Banana. Chance for a spray from Highness. Lapsing right ahead. 4 versus 4. Still just a tied up spot in this round with a minute or so left on the clock. Is Hertzlord to the IGL now coming in? Is that what Fluffy Gangsters is bringing in with the Hertzlord? Rifler. So not necessarily IGL, but he has been the coach of Ruby before this. So maybe getting a little bit more intensive with the strategies might be the reason why. So I'm just looking at his teammates trying to call out what they wanted to do. And possibly now joined Fluffy Gangsters when they were in need of an IGL. And 4 is taken though for Adepts, and there still is a buy going forward for Fluffy Gangsters, but haven't been able to yet pull the trigger. Will it be a done deal? Or are we going to see some more? John accelerating towards long, trying his utmost to find this frag. Oxbrand ready and waiting. Now swinging from the long cubby. Finds John B relatively quickly there. AG picked up. Still Oxbrand waiting. Is the swing going to come out with a flash? It will be the peak from Oxbrand. That takes them both. Nicely done there from Adepts, as they're starting to send fluffy Gangsters down a route they rather not want to be on. They would have liked to take this one a little more swiftly. Still not to be. It isn't a done deal yet. Highness. Moving across. The flash is good. Catches of Highness completely. And he's sent back in. Second one will follow. Oxbrand gets an ace in total. Puts himself from 5 to 10 kills. Big difference. Nicely played. Now an eco to go for fluffy Gangsters is where Adepts will start to shape up their own world. Let's hope for them that there's more to be had. Let's hope they can close the gap just a little bit. But ultimately, I still feel like fluffy Gangsters is going to take this one. I hope it's just not going to be in a pistol round like this. Because when both teams are on a full buy, that's when it's allowed to lose. Otherwise, it just feels so bad seeing them losing out that way. And I honestly have much faith in these two teams, right? Making it competitive, making it interesting. Really, the only thing I have seen so far in this event was a stomp from Partisan on their first series, and now looking like a stomp from fluffy Gangsters. Next game that I will be casting is going to be Alliance versus Partisan. So, a team that has surprised me with the way they've started, the Serbian team, up against Alliance, which today didn't win their game against Verdun in the European Pro League, another event that's been played. Chucky, though, is now collecting his ace. So, it's Oxbrand getting 5, now Chucky getting 5. Fluffy Gangsters gets put back on the buy that they deserve. But yeah, the Swedes are also in a decent position, let's say that. They have been able to find some form as of late. At least in the tournament itself, which is this one, of course. They have been starting off fairly strong with a 3-0 victory, 3-0 scoreline so far. Winning against Viperio, winning against Verdun, which they obviously lost against just today. And Ruby taking 2-0, or no, 2-1, with one game lost going to overtime. But yeah, those are all pretty good wins. Alliance is definitely a team that is able to play on a high level. Has been able to do it, of course, getting picked up by the Orc for a reason after that good performance in some qualifier. Well, hey, we can get it done. Alliance, of course, getting a bigger, getting invested more, bigger Orc, rebrand and everything since the Counter-Strike team. So there's a lot that going on for them. See if there's anything to go for still. Although this game is not done yet. Fight found from SBT. 2 kills for him. Getting traded by Hertzlord. Straight through the smoke. Will collect for 2. Chucky. Belgium does it good. Belgium man gets it out. And with 7 found from Adepts, they're still not fully done with this game. Obviously, there is still a lot to go for. A lot to tell before this is all going to start either falling apart or getting taken. But the opening has been provided, and that's one hell of a thing to look at. Still a pretty good position to be in. Good entry from Tarky. An advantage that will be found. Tarky plays down, tries to find Linkit. Oh, that's not to be. It's taken away. Fight through, Oxbrand with the 1-for-1. Highness getting his way onto the side and a bomb plant even taken. That's crazy. Highness just found a way back into this game. Great stuff from the youngster coming out. Trying to walk their way up. Players are getting ready. Ab's flank is in. With that, the round will go the way of them successfully. We do have an 8 on the board for Adepts here. Though beginning this round quite nicely. Great opener that has been found. With this 4 versus 4 in play, Chucky trying to desperately hold on from the short side here. Hopping out, kill gets found, Kiddo getting dropped. Straight frag from Exort, flank around as well. Finding SBT. With this being a round that looks promising. There is a play. Well, certainly could come out victorious. Tarky. Good position here from the long side. Very alternative box. Cornered, boxed in. Look at that swing. Exort gets to get to the side, and he will. Planting it. Maybe getting denied by Oxprint here. Not before the bomb does in fact go down. He's been able to sneak through onto the side. App still not checked. If Solby watches it, in just a few moments, Oxbrand could be a dead man walking. This is a timing of a lifetime that he's just found. Ridiculous work. Solby on the up, won't seem to connect. Solby loses his life. Exort still hiding in the back. Back to the side himself. Tarky waiting, tapping the ball once. Oh, sent back in, never mind. How is that possible? Exort, man. Had such a good chance. Just couldn't seem to deliver. And that's a round of a lifetime just falling apart. Round 9 for Adepts. Very nice beginning that's been provided to them. They're continuing to show their worth here. The series so far has been quite a lot. Still continuously doing good as they've opened up the chance here to open up the window. Get a wrap around into B. Trying to get their way across and into the side. The trade frag was originally found from Solby. He's trying to go for yet another. Solby waiting, getting swung on. The MP, oh, the M4 from SBT. still ringing victorious. Troublesome spot. Nothing seems to get done. John. Trying to move his way up. Goes for a plant. Tapping it. Now the stick. Should be confirming itself. With this post plant still up. What do you have to offer if you're Adepts at this point? Tarky waiting down into Banana. Exort tried to wrap his way around, but no time to do so. Just making noise, then falling away. John has found himself one. Could find a second without a trade. Chucky looking to push through the smoke. So John doing some good work, but still needs to find some more. Nate bombed on top. And a stabilization. That's once more found as Adepts continuing to show us why they deserve to be here. So far been quite nice the way things have been played. As we do see the Adept side finding more and more on the CT side. It might not be a forgiven just yet. This one goes to be 2-0 for Fluffy Gangsters. I was already talking about it originally like it was, and the comeback is up. There's so much danger here with Adept CT side, it looks like. So much more to it than their attacking was. With that, I feel like it's becoming quite dangerous as well. Exort has moved his way into apartments. Could start a fall away now that he's done so. Here comes the flash mid-side getting challenged. Going through long. Around the corner. Roxbrand waiting. Roxbrand going for the swing. Gets taken by Linketto. Opening up. Linketto getting it done, but Chucky on the op was obviously watching the gap. Now goes for a second. App's been cleared. That's one of your lurkers taken down. The bomb is also out in the open. So no way to really cross. No way to get this plant. Highness is on the other side of the map. So ridiculous showing. Keeps the side of Fluffy Gangsters guessing every single time. No way they're going to get this one. And with that, round 11 been put up on the board for the side of Adepts. Slowly but surely, it is really starting to become a little dangerous to be in the camp of Fluffy Gangsters at the moment. A little bit of mystery as to how this is now started to completely 180 itself. Starting to be completely turned around. Don't really know why, don't really know how things have gone the way they are, but still seems as if Fluffy Gangsters is letting go of this one all too easy. See if there's anything left in them. Opening up is SBT. Good shot from Chucky. Choke as well. Accelerating on top. Sorby has found the frag, and with that, SBT is the only person remaining on the B side itself. Getting ready, moving his way around. Post up, still found from John. John B still desperately trying to move his way out, looking for more. 40, trying, but Cannot get it done. 40 seconds was left and Adepts are once more running away with this. Honestly. Still. Leaving me in a shocking mood. I can't believe this is still going on. Should have already been done. We should have already been sent to a 2-0. We should have already been sent to the next series. But now, Adepts have a chance to close it right here, right now. Going into B, Fluffy Gangsters. They're setting themselves up for a play. Here's the flash. Here's into the side they go. Hero first one to come up. Get one choke. I mean, he did his work as an entry. Swiftly taking it. Fluffy Gangsters following close second. They've managed to find themselves the site. Adepts on the other hand, looking to go for a swing. Tarky found Exort with it. John goes for a lurk. You gotta try something cheeky. You gotta try and move your way through. Just waiting isn't going to work. He's going to clear CT with that smoke fade coming through, but before that, kills are coming out. Will they check CT though? They're not. John allowed to find a freebie. Highness helping for the second. Molly will stop the push from SBT. He tried to go out, but is unsuccessful. This is all it took for Fluffy Gangsters to take their 12th. And we're going to overtime. Even a match point for Adepts. As they try to accelerate, they try to move their things around. And here we are, seeing everything fade right in front of their eyes. The Frenchmen had the opportunity to make us go to a third, but now still an overtime. Could be the end for Adepts. Finding an opener. John has found Oxbrand with the men advantage. Fluffy Gangsters, they've managed to make their way into the A site. This is how easy it sometimes was, just accelerating their way in. And Adepts is saving. With 13-12, Fluffy Gangsters taking 2 in a row, but not at the time that it was required initially. Now your first round of the T site, where you've already struggled with quite a bit throughout the greater picture of this game. They wanted an overtime, I guess, to show what they're made of. Once the full boys are there every round, because a double entry again towards Banana is taken swiftly. Giving Adepts a little bit of hope, and then slamming them down even harder. Link Hero killing himself, by the way, after finding SBT. Now you gotta run over Tarky to claim yourself the side. Flash is good to send Tarky in a rough spot. Spraying him down, gets himself the frag. This is Chucky left in a 1 versus 3. Full team. is found by Fluffy Gangsters now. Chucky's getting overrun there at least, and they're trying to find him. Hoping that he's going to be able to save this one. I think it's crucial to kill him. That's not really to be, but still going to be nice for him to farm some frags, potentially drop over a weapon, and make sure they're all going to have the money to buy up those utility pieces. Surely Chuck would have been able to drop it over. Chucky would have been able to buy an AWP and an M4. So it was never going to be an issue really to buy, but going for an impossible retake is something only Tom Cruise really can. And we're not in a movie right now. We're not in like Mission Impossible, where even the most impossible missions are still completable. Something felt like for Adepts. They've created an opportunity as soon as things are needed from them to actually win it out. Started to fall into pieces and out, maybe in an irrecoverable spot soon, arriving themselves, putting themselves in danger. Choke. One nade can finish him off, no nade to flush him out. The only one that has a util piece that does some damage is John here. He's going to find Oxburn with his bullets, accelerating into A, might be the task ahead. The chance says Sorby will be beaten. That's the bomb getting dropped. John to recover it. Linkero is going to cross short to take a site. Both of them push Adepts. And so a retake is required for Adepts to keep themselves somewhere into this. Somewhat into this. Bomb has gone down. Hertzlord on the other side. Waiting up close. Swinging through is Starkey. The M4 has delivered. A headshot found, getting Hertzlord to fall. With 20 seconds left. What can you do right here, right now? Not too much anymore if you're Fluffy Gangsters. You're getting yourself taken away. Adepts has managed to find 13. And with that, there's a little bit of room still going forward. A slim window for a comeback this time. The CT side has already been good for Fluffy Gangsters before. Will they be able to deliver this time as well? This game has really been a ridiculous one. Should have already been done half an hour ago. Fluffy Gangsters gave Adepts a chance to then still steal it away in overtime. That's what it looks like right now. The overtime still looks quite achievable here for Fluffy Gangsters. In the smoke, John. I think this is the smart move for him to wait right there. No one pushing through, so trying to fade away from it. Smoke towards long. Gonna play in the cubby. And one behind the smoke, just trying to wait out the time. Adepts in the meantime, flashes into B. So where they're gonna go is still the question. Be a pressing Ray. Or potentially still looking to move their way in towards Banana. Linkero has the AWP. So he's watching the line on B. Just one shot needs to connect and he sets up Highness completely. Bracket control. It's been found by Fluffy Gangsters, which might leave them going all the way towards that B side. Fake smoke towards long. Two fake smokes. Apps getting challenged. Now Fluffy Gangsters going to push that. We'll find it all clear. And as soon as steps are made into Banana, Linkira has the swing. John will catch up the A-Lurk. And this is a full-on BXX now. Choke won't be checked. Highness won't be checked. I mean, in the corner, double kill for him. Linkira tries to stay alive, but the AWP won't do the job. Needing to step up. As a T-side here. A tap on the bomb. A tap on the head. And Chucky to fall short after. It's match point again for Fluffy Gangsters. Or they've not been on match point before. Excuse me. It was Adepts getting the first match point. And now it's Fluffy Gangsters on their first and second. So if they lose this, they will have another series point here against the Adepts. Hero has his AWP ready to swing. No one catching him. Moving down into Banana he goes. Getting ready while Long Flank is also coming out. Oh, SPT trying to accelerate. Finding Link Hero to begin with. And as an enter of a lifetime, Solby as well going through. He's rushing through a smoke. He's getting ready. Hyped up. But a double in return opens up the gate towards the B side. Goes down, but already there. John, ready as ever. Find Choke, now Chucky down low. Just a singular tap is all. Needs to be found. I mean, 2 taps, I would say. Maybe the nade and the molly also used on Hertzlord, but they're just waiting for Chucky to make a mistake. John is thinking of it as an A play. John's still getting tapped. Hertzlord swings. He already finished it off. Nicely done for Fluffy Gangsters as they're taking the game in a 2-0 fashion. Still so close. Adepts came, but yet so far. We'll prepare ourselves for the next game as Fluffy Gangsters will get their second win of this, or of this first win of this season, I should say. Haven't been able to win one yet. The only game they played was against Breezy. Still a match to be decided when they're going to play it against Verdant and against Partisan. Those have both been delayed. We're setting ourselves up for the next game, though, of this series. It's going to be Alliance versus Partisan. And when we return, we'll continue with that game, seeing whichever way it's going to go. Will the Swedes be able to take it? Or the Serbians going to continue with their form where they left off? There's only one way to find out. We'll see you on the other side in about an hour. We'll return with that game. See you soon.